It's time. It's time. It's time.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
This chopper came with a. Oh my god! Type W right now if y'all are excited. Right now! Let me know when Noti's out. Let me know when Noti's out right now. Let me know when Noti's out. We'll start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Love you.
Oh shit. Sorry. All right, boys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm low-key, man. I'm low-key nervous as fuck. I'm gonna keep it real. But we're not. Real shit. We have a lot of shit ready. We have a lot of funny ass shit gonna go on. Just be ready, bro. Just be ready. We're gonna start in like 5 minutes, bro. Wait for notice to come out. Wait for everything to go on. Then, you know what I'm saying? We'll start this shit. I'm not gonna get bullied. Chat, stop saying I'm gonna get bullied. Stop saying I'm gonna get bullied. I'm not gonna get bullied. And if I do, I'm gonna stand up for myself, respectfully.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Bro, I'm not gonna get, bro, oh my god. Why is everyone saying I'm about to get, why is everyone saying I'm about to get flamed?
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Top GGGGGGG.
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Let's go, daddy.
Noti just went out? Alright. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
2 years, 10 top G.
Bro, I'm caffeinated the fuck out right now. Holy shit! Fuck! Alright. Alright. Chill, bro. Chill. Bro, chill, bro. Gets me mad nervous, like, chill, bro. Andrew fucking Tate.
Hello, gentlemen.
What is up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We got 26K just off of fucking noties. You guys are crazy. And all right, I'm gonna introduce myself real quick. I'm Clix. You know what I'm saying? I play Fortnite for a living. My life is basically I wake up, play Fortnite. I go to sleep, play Fortnite. So I've been playing Fortnite professionally for around around 4 years. And yeah, that's basically my little introduction about myself.
Honestly, pretty much the same thing over here. My name's Bucky. I'm 19. I've been playing Fortnite all day, past 4 years, 14 hours a day. Not a lot of female interaction. Started going to the gym recently, so hopefully I can meet the love of my life soon. And that's pretty much my goal, man.
So this is all new to me because I'm an old man, right? You guys just play video games all day.
16 hours.
And you get paid for it.
Yeah, so we're actually under a team called Energy where they pay us like monthly, but we also compete. Like, all right, so Fortnite, it's like a competition. Like, it's basically like a sport. Like, soccer, obviously. Like, people play soccer, get paid contracts, and we play Fortnite, and it's basically a sport as well. It's like an athlete. It's like an athlete, but in a different dimension. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I consider myself an athlete.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
All right. So what is the chance of me beating one of you at Fortnite? Because I've never played before.
0%.
Yeah, probably.
The chances of me beating you in boxing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it that low?
Yeah, no, you need 4 years of practice nonstop comes to you know what I'm saying? Like, you would need to learn every control. It's probably one of the hardest games to actually learn.
Yeah, what is the game? Like, what happens? What are you supposed to do? Are you a soldier or something?
All right, so you know what a battle royale is? So it's
you run shooting people, right?
Okay, so you basically get in a bus, right? There's 100 people. You jump from the bus. You land in a whole entire map. You land at a looting spot. You loot up. And basically, the last one alive out of those 100 people win the game. But the zone closes. So it's only a little, you know what I'm saying? You would need to watch it to understand it.
Yeah. It's complicated.
That sounds a lot like my life.
What do you mean?
Like 100 people dumped in one place. Most die. I'm the last one standing. So
Okay.
I'm familiar. Like you may do it with the little controller. I'm doing it out here for real on the street.
So you think you're playing? So you're playing like Fortnite for real?
Life is a video game. We're inside.
Wait. Andrew, have you ever killed someone?
What's this Twitch, bro? I can't be saying certain things on Twitch.
So that's a yes.
It's not a yes. It's not a no.
Oh, so it's just yeah. Okay.
And it also depends. Like, if you want me to answer the question professionally, which I will, it also depends, right? Because it depends. Would having, for example, complete hyperbole. Let's say you got a member of your energy team to kill someone. Would you? And you ordered the hit. Would you be the person who killed him?
Yes.
In Fortnite, yeah.
All right, cool.
So it's basically all right. So you're basically playing like Fortnite, but in real life. I get it.
No, but life is a video game, right? We're living inside the Matrix. I believe we're living inside of a simulation. The simulation could be hacked and affected in real time. And life is very, very similar to a video game. You start off with absolutely no credentials and no resource and no power. And you go out there and you get a bunch of money and you get as big and strong as possible, get the best guns you can, the best cars you can, the best girls you can, the best house you can. And that's it. That's the game. I just don't understand why you guys do it online instead of doing it for real. That's the one thing to me.
Actually,
I can't do it for real.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's gonna sound cringe, but like no weird shit like Fortnite. Like your life is, doing what you just said, but like my life is like low, like no cringe shit. Like it's Fortnite. I'm gonna be honest. Like I wake up, like my life, like I dream about Fortnite, play Fortnite competitively, and like my life is just all that. So it's a little bit different. Like I can't really do that in real life because I'm 17.
Well, video games are super addictive and video games are super fun, which is why I don't play them, because I know how fun they can be.
Yeah.
And to me, the ROI isn't there. I mean, if you guys are getting paid to play, then I can't say anything bad about you paying, right?
Yeah.
But most people who play do not get paid to play. And that's why when I say things about video games, I'm talking about the people who are spending all their time making no money from it, just getting their ass whooped by YouTube.
So you don't think they can make it like a full career? Like you think kids, their full dream? Because there's a lot of kids in my chat right now that, they want to become a professional Twitch streamer, professional Fortnite player. And
who doesn't?
Exactly. So like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, you think they should just shut that down if they're not doing good within a year, or?
They shouldn't just shut that down. But the fact is, it's like trying to become a movie star or a music artist or a model or something. There's a degree of luck involved. There's a degree of natural talent. And if it's your only plan, your only way out, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell people not to be dedicated. If you're dedicated to Fortnite, so be it. The only problem with video games is they are very fun. They are entertaining. I agree with that, and I understand why you guys like to play them all day. I could even play video games all day if I decided to.
Yeah.
The reason video games can be detrimental is because video games are the only thing in the world where on your progress path, if you do not reach the pinnacle, you do not learn any skills which are translatable. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you decide to become a world champion kickboxer and you don't pull it off. Even if you don't pull it off, on your way, you would have become stronger. On your way, you would have met important people. On your way, you would have become braver. You would have learned a whole bunch of things. Whereas with the video game, if you don't manage to get paid like you guys do, if you don't manage to get on the team, the day you finally give up, you have learnt nothing.
You just wasted all your time.
You wasted all of your time. It's a huge dead sink. So that's the only detriment. That's the only the disadvantage to video games are if you don't pull it off, you don't get anything. Whereas in the real world, if you don't pull off your dreams and aspirations, usually you gain something upon the way, right? If you try and start a business, even if it fails, you will learn things. If you try and bench press 300 pounds and you can't, you'll still get stronger on the way. Video games are binary. It's either you make it or you don't. And if you don't make it, you've wasted years.
That's right. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's a different perspective because a lot of people ask me that question. Like, yo, I've been playing Fortnite or video games in general for 2 years now. Probably made like $200 total. What should I do? Should I keep grinding? And if I were to say quit, bro, it's obviously not for you, I'm gonna look like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So if someone were to say that, what would you say?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And this is why, like I just explained, with video games, it's actually more ruthless. It's harder than most other careers because you don't gain anything all upon the way. But these people want to do this job because as far as jobs go, being a professional Twitch streamer or being a Fortnite player is probably one of the best jobs on the planet. It doesn't get better than that. The game's fun, bro.
It's not. You say that from the outside, but
it's not a fun job.
No, it's stressful. I'm gonna be honest, like no weird shit. Like you don't understand surge. You don't understand first moving. Like you've never been first moving 0 mats. You need fucking 30 surge. You need to get out of it. You need to win the game. Like it's more difficult than you thought. Like obviously, you could probably relate to kickboxing with Fortnite. What I'm saying, kickboxing.
I've never said it's not difficult. I've never said it's not stressful. I've said it's fun. And the reason I am objectively right is because video games are designed to be addictive via being fun. People play them for free. Nobody goes to Starbucks and works for free, do they? No. They only go if they're being paid. So the fact that people will do your job, in fact, people will pay money to do your job, and you are being paid money to do your job, means it is one of the best jobs on the planet. That is a logical certainty.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
You understand? I'm not saying it's not stressful. Of course it is.
Okay, so
if you're the best in the world at anything, it's stressful. You can be the best in the world at fucking table tennis, ping pong, ice skating, whistling. Who gives a shit? If you're competing at the best, it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not difficult. I'm not saying it's not stressful. I'm saying it's one of the funnest jobs on the planet. So everybody wants it. The only bad point I'm making here is that in my generation or my world or the things I've done, if everyone wanted to be a world champion kickboxer, the ones who didn't make it would still leave with some translatable skills.
Yeah,
the people who don't make it as Fortnite players are going to leave with fucking nothing. Jack shit. Zero.
Okay, so most people watching right now are definitely 13, probably 13 to 18, definitely a little bit older, turning into adults. What do you think your biggest piece of advice is that you could give them to being successful? Because obviously we have a lot of gamers in the chat, but besides that, let's say gaming doesn't work, they're at a really bad point in life where they don't know what to do. Because a lot of people actually choose video games over college. I'm being dead ass. You know what the World Cup was in Fortnite? Okay, so it was basically it was a World Cup Fortnite tournament where it was $3 million. And whoever won made $3 million. And both me and him competed in it. We did all right. And, now, boom. A lot of people quit literally college, all the jobs to compete in that. So what are your thoughts on something else that they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, man. I understand. I understand why people get addicted to these things and they want to be the best. But most people are not going to make it. That's the harsh reality. It's the harsh reality of the world. But that's not your problem and that's not my problem. They have to build a contingency, right? You have to be professional enough to have contingencies and think outside the box and accept that the chance of success is not 100% certain. And the internet has changed the world. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question now because we're both quite young. Would you say you've had difficult lives? Would you say your life is hard?
Okay, this is going to get very... Here, Bucky, if you want to start it, you could.
Wait, what did you want me to say?
Would you say your life has been hard?
I would just say I missed a huge portion of my life because I started playing Fortnite when I was 14. And then so I didn't go to high school or anything. So I would just say I missed a big social aspect of my life. I didn't really talk to girls for the past 4 years and stuff like that. So I would say kind of difficult in that aspect. But money wise, it's been pretty easy.
I could actually relate on that.
The social aspect.
The social aspect, it's probably not there. But obviously, we have money now. We have a lot of fans watching. But I've never seen a vagina in my life. I've never had No, I'm being dead ass. Don't laugh. Don't smile. Like no, I'm being like dead ass. Like I haven't kissed
Yeah,
a
my
girl
bad.
before.
My bad.
Literally haven't kissed a girl. The most I've done before I dropped out of school for Fortnite when I was in 8th grade. And the most I did in 8th grade was, hold a girl's hand. And that's kind of like what I want to talk to you about too. Because obviously I have younger fans that haven't had like any social media or any like social interaction with a girl. What could I do?
Yeah, the internet has super changed the world. See, all of this is like a brand new paradigm to human evolution because we've never lived in a period of history where young men your age are not out amongst the people trying to chase every chick that walks. That's how it was at my age. When I was 19, if any bitch walked past me, I was like, hello. I didn't give a fuck. I was all over.
But how are you so confident? Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm shaking when I'm talking to a girl. I'm full fucking, I'm scared as fuck.
It's really fucking scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but why is it scary? Well, you got your servant. Nice. Welcome, Walter.
Thank you, sir.
Jar?
Appreciate that.
I like it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
But what do you have to be scared of? See, this is what's amazing to me that you'd be scared of social interaction. This is why I'm saying the entire thing. See, that's what you get for trying to flex with your fucking servant. Now you're gonna get wet.
What the fuck did you just do? All right, sorry. All right, sorry. Andrew, continue. Sorry.
So the paradigm of the world has changed now. We live in a society where, for the first time in human history, young people are afraid to socially interact or accept social rejection. And this is an untested new world. And how it's going to affect things going forward is going to be very, very interesting to discover because it's never happened before. The reason you guys are worried about social rejection is because you're not used to it. Most of the girls I tried to speak to would say no. I just didn't give a shit. I just didn't care.
You knew that, like, at the end of the day, there's so many women in the sea. You know what I'm saying? But for
Completely.
me, like,
as long as you don't offend anyone or hurt anyone, it can be a very, very polite interaction. You can go over to a girl and say, excuse me, I think you're absolutely beautiful. And she could say, I'm not interested. And you could say, okay, have a nice day. Goodbye. It hasn't got to be negative. It can be very, very happy.
It's like,
very, very positive.
How do I get to that step? Because, like, dude, when I'm not even trying to be weird. Whenever I talk to a girl, all they really care about is, like, what I have, like money, social media, followers. And it's like, how am I going to get a girl that I could actually get on like a real level where they don't give a fuck about what I have? Like, do you think I'm cute? Like, beats at us?
I can't be giving you comments about how you look, my friend. This is not the kind of you're asking the wrong guy.
Well, I think you're a good looking like guy. Like, I mean, like it's just like a genuine.
Everyone does. That's fine. But the point I made, bro, don't die from that cigar.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. How do you smoke a cigar?
Easily.
I don't know how to do it, man. Well,
You'll be all right. You'll work it out. And if you don't make it, that's just one less player in the Fortnite universe. It's fine. There's others. One space open on the team. But yeah, it's because maybe you talk to a lot of girls online. That's another new thing, right? That you can message girls online without having to go up to them and talk to them. In my world, you didn't get to do that. So you built up a degree of social resilience. And the reason I was asking if your lives are hard is because I think both of you are you're very fortunate, but you're going to suffer for it later on in life. And you're going to suffer for it because you are now basically effectively, and I mean this without meaning to be degrading or insulting, I'm just telling you the truth. You are both spoiled brats, and you're spoiled because you're fucking rich at a young age doing the funnest job in the fucking world.
I worked for it. I worked for it, though.
Yeah, of course you worked for it.
14 hours a day working. But how's that mean I'm spoiled?
14 hours a day doing what everyone wants to do. That's not work. Work is doing what people don't want to do. Work is not doing the thing that people do for fun in their spare time, regardless of how good you are at it. That's not work. I don't consider a world level tennis player. I wouldn't say, his job. No, he's an athlete. He loves tennis. He's always loved tennis. Everyone loves tennis, and he's the best at it. You love the video game and you're good at it. Good. Congratulations. But you are a spoiled brat. You do not understand the realities of the world financially. You do not understand the realities of the world socially. And now you have a whole bunch of social status that you've worked for. And to gain it, all you've had to do is play a video game where there's basically zero real world risk. This is what you don't understand. You think it's risky. You have an adrenaline rush when you're running around with pixels on a fucking screen. It's not even real. You're worried about that. In the real world, to gain social status, you have to risk.
Okay, do you have dreams? Do you have dreams in the real world? Obviously. You have dreams about kickboxing, you have dreams about that. I have dreams about the same shit, just pixelated dreams.
Completely. I understand. But if I lose a kickboxing match, I go to hospital for real. If you lose Fortnite, you have a temper tantrum and nobody gives a fuck. That's it. You throw your keyboard around like a girl. That's it. Nobody cares. And this is my point. You're spoiled because you are now financially secure and you have gained social status in a scenario where you've taken no risks to gain social status. And that is going to damage you later on in life. That's going to damage you because you've not been through hardship and you've not had to suffer the genuine consequence of a significant loss. Even if you were to lose a bunch of Fortnite games and lose your team, whatever, you're not going to be physically hurt.
Okay, what if I was losing? What if I lost $1 million?
Who gives a shit? You made it easy.
I mean, respectfully, I don't think you understand how hard like a Fortnite tournament is and how much like it actually like takes a toll on your mental health.
Respectfully, you're not listening to the meta point I am making. I'm not saying that it's easy. I am saying, yes, the video game at a competitive level is a difficult game to play. I understand that. I am not saying that. I am saying that you have gained a bunch of social status without taking real world risk. You are now financially secure at a very young age, doing something that everyone loves to do anyway. You're spoiled brats. Let's assume for some reason you can never play video games again. Let's say they're outlawed. Whatever. Let's assume, right?
Yeah.
Neither of you are prepared to go out into the real world and do real work. Neither of you are prepared to go get a minimum wage job and wash cars like everyone else your age does. Neither of you are prepared to work 10 years in a career to finally get some success. Neither of you are prepared to stand up and take an ass kicking from 10 guys bigger than you to prove you're not a pussy. No, you prove you're not a pussy in the pixelated world, but in the real world, you do not have any of the qualities that make a man.
Okay, so what? How can I become a man?
Well, this is it. You're going to struggle to become a man now because you are spoiled. We're going back to my original point, full circle. When you said you weren't spoiled, now you realize you are spoiled because the people who struggle in life, who struggle to go through difficult lessons, are people who never had to take them. The whole point of it being difficult is that it's uncomfortable. If you don't have to go through something uncomfortable, you won't. Water always flows downstream. You're living very comfortable lives. You're fucking spoiled, and you're always going to struggle now to get up and say, no, I must suffer to become a man of value because you don't want to suffer. You want to play Fortnite, make millions of dollars, be famous on the internet. And I completely understand why. What I'm saying is you need to be cerebral enough to look in the mirror and say, shit, this may be all good, but there's serious downsides. Downside 1, I ain't fucking nothing. Downside 2, as soon as I put my computer away, I'm scared to walk the street in case someone kicks the shit out of me. Downside 3, I can't go up to it.
I mean, bro,
I'm gonna respectfully, nobody's beating my ass. Like I mean, I don't know if you think I look like a big guy or not. I'm 6'1" though. Like no one's beating my ass. I took boxing lessons and shit. Like I'm actually tough as fuck.
Okay, good. But the point I'm making, good. I'm not sitting here just to talk about fighting, right? The point I'm making, the general point I'm making as a whole, is that you are now spoiled and you need to be cerebral enough to punish yourselves and test yourselves so you can grow into men. And the only way to grow into a man is by traumatic, difficult experiences. You need to sit here and go, I have all of this money. I have all the money in the fucking world. Yeah. I can go to the best gym with the best personal trainer. Yeah. I should be in fantastic physical condition. Not good, not average, not okay. I should be in the best physical condition a man should be in. It only takes an hour of my day with the best trainer. I'll get up an hour earlier and fucking do it. You should, but you won't because you are spoiled. That is my point.
Wait, so are you saying I should take steroids?
No, I don't take steroids.
You don't take steroids?
Fuck no, I've never taken a steroid in my life.
Stop lying to me, bro.
I have never taken a steroid in my life. I was tested my whole entire kickboxing career, of course, first. And secondly, I've never taken a steroid. I don't lie. If I lied, I'm sure it would come out.
So how do you get what you have? Like,
I train.
Okay, so if I start waking up an hour before, like, let's just say, because I usually wake up at 2 p.m. Let's just start saying I wake up at 1 p.m. and go to the gym for 1 hour. 1 hour, boom. How long would I start getting in shape?
It's not even about how long until you get in shape, because you're already thinking of it in the wrong paradigm. You're already thinking of it in, if I get up an hour earlier, I need to see results quickly or I don't want to do it anymore. That's what you just said to me.
Okay, so I need to get addicted to it.
No, it's not about being addicted to it. You don't realize the way you just framed it is completely incorrect. You just said, if I get up an hour earlier and I go to the gym, how soon until I'm in fantastic shape so that I keep going because I don't want to go if it's going to take too long. That's basically what you just said, showing us the wrong paradigm. It's not even about being in fantastic shape. It's about the fact that you're going to get up earlier and do it anyway. It's about suffering. Because if you do not suffer, you will not grow into a man of substance. I'll tell you something. If either of you two have had a hard life or genuinely been through any suffering, you wouldn't be afraid to go up to a bitch and say hello. She ain't going to fucking shoot you, is she?
But they're scary.
You're scared of that. And then you're going to sit here and tell me you've had a stressful life. Bullshit. It's a fucking lie. If you've been through anything real like I have, I'll go up to any bitch on the planet. I'll go up to fucking Oprah. I don't give a fuck. Hi. I ain't scared of nobody, right?
Wait, how do you not get nervous, though?
Why would I be nervous?
Because girls are like scary.
I've had people try to kill me. Why would I be nervous about saying hello to some chick?
I mean, I guess.
All right, so I need to start going to the gym to get more confident, to eventually have the confidence to go up to a girl and not really give a fuck.
You need to go through things in your life which are difficult, and you need to make yourself suffer on purpose so that you grow into a man who's capable of doing things he's uncomfortable with. Right now, the most uncomfortable thing you do is get dropped on a map on a bus with 100 other fucking dorks
and run around, dude.
run around an imaginary map, and you sit there stressed out. Oh no, shit! What if I get killed in the video game? I only have a million other lives. Who gives it? And you restart. That's the most stressful thing in your fucking life. You ain't got to worry about money. You ain't got to worry about paying the bills. You ain't got to worry about any of the things people out here are actually worried about. All you have to do worried about is logging in and not dying in a fucking video game. That is a very privileged life.
Right.
You are very privileged young men.
Right.
And stage one is to accept your privilege and look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am a very privileged person. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. You worked for it. You got it yourself. I am privileged and my life is easy. However, to maximize my character development, I need to do some things which are deliberately difficult so I can maximize my other statistics. You have money ticked off. Okay, fine. Just like in the video game, you have your fucking strength or speed or whatever ticked off. You have to go do something difficult to work on it. Side quests.
Yeah.
That's it. That's life.
Okay.
That's life.
Okay.
You can't just sit here and play video games until you end up fucking old with pink hair like a dipshit.
Okay, wait. So do you think it's bad to be a 19-year-old virgin?
I think it's in the modern world, it's probably more common than it was at my age. I mean, I lost my virginity at 14. I think most people at 14, 15.
Most people 14?
Yeah, man, pimping.
Like what? Like all right. Well, 14 is crazy.
14 is crazy.
Listen, you're gonna send me to school with 500 chicks. I'm not gonna get one.
That's 8th fucking grade. You're in elementary school. How the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna send me to
elementary, bro? What?
If you're gonna send me to school with that many chicks, I'm gonna get one of them.
That's 14 is crazy.
14 is wild. When I was 14, I was playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I was playing Fortnite.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing none of that. And like when I was 14, like MySpace was barely out, and we couldn't even text each other. So it was a different world.
Okay, I get it.
The world is changing, and that's fine. But I'm actually very happy I am the age I am because I'm hybrid. I remember the world before the internet and before phones, and I'm also young enough to enjoy the world with internet and with phones. And my point is that the most important lessons that you're ever going to have as a man are going to be based on trauma, and that trauma is not going to happen inside of a fucking video game. It has to happen for real. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen to both of you.
Okay.
I'll tell you something's going to happen you don't even know is going to happen. You're 19. You're going to meet a bitch when you're 20. You're going to fuck her. Get your pee-pee wet. Congratulations. You're going to fall in love. She's going to end up talking to some other dude because you ain't got no game because you're not familiar with chicks. He's going to be a bit older, 31, 32, whatever. He's going to start stealing your chick. You're going to feel it going on. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your number one untapped resource in an attempt to retain her. You're going to go to money, start buying her shit. Please stay with me. Let's go on holiday. A lot of rich people, celebrities do this.
No.
You're going to waste a bunch of money. She's still going to leave you. You're going to end up heartbroken. Heartbreak, something you never deal with. You're not used to. When you're genuinely heartbroken, when you're genuinely heartbroken, you're not going to be able to focus on your video games. And then you get your ass whooped. And then everything's going to be a downward spiral. Before you know, you're going to be one of them fucking depressed kids on some fucking pill or smoking weed or some dumb shit saying how depressed you are because some 7 out of 10 broke your fucking little heart and ran away with a fucking big G. And now you can no longer snipe headshot or whatever you do in your stupid video game. That's what's going to happen to both of you.
Right, do you think depression is a mental disorder, or do you think it generally comes from what you just said?
I think that feeling depressed is real. Everyone can feel depressed. I also think the answer lies within yourself. I don't believe in condoning a mental disorder. I don't believe a mental disorder is something that cannot be repaired. If you can repair it with your own mind, it's not a disorder. You're going to feel depressed. You're going to feel depressed when you lose your bitch. Of course you are, but you're going to have to get over it. My point is, if your life was difficult, if you had been through some difficult things, you'd be more capable and prepared to deal with difficult scenarios. You have to, just like in the video game, you have to go through shit to be good at going through shit. That's it. There's no other answer. So I'm telling you now, your life path currently, if you ain't fucking nothing, is by the time you fuck something, it's all going to be downhill from there anyway. You're going to be fucking depressed and losing your video game.
I shouldn't even try like at this point? I should just be a virgin for the rest of my life? I don't know.
No, you should go through difficult things.
All right, so you're saying we should start getting girls over and just like
you should suffer.
Okay.
You need to suffer, both of you.
Okay.
There is no reason why you couldn't go to the boxing gym and take an ass kicking 3 times a week. You're saying you already do it, then go do it. Where's your black eye? You ain't fucking boxing like I was boxing at your age.
Bro.
There's no reason why you can't invite.
I got 9 stitches right here.
Bro.
Good. Well, then you should have been through. Then you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You need to go to the boxing gym. You need to go to the gym. You need to get in fantastic shape. You need to take something you're uncomfortable with and do it anyway. You said you have social anxiety. You need to agree to some speaking gigs. Go talk in front of a whole big crowd of people, unprompted, without a teleprompter or something. You need to test yourself. That's what you need to do. And in terms of getting girls with your fame, it shouldn't be that hard to get some girls over to the
Alright, so
fucking
should I
house.
just fuck a random fan? Like, fuck it? Like, just to get my experience up. Because obviously you fuck. How many girls do you fuck a week? Be dead ass.
Yeah, be dead ass. What's your body count?
No, I actually need inspiration right now. Please.
I can't possibly tell you what my body count is. I don't know.
All right, let's play lower or higher. 500.
I'd guess probably a little bit higher than that. Maybe 600-700 girls, maybe.
Bro, what?
But I'm 35. So, and so, I mean, I've been fucking for 20 years.
I mean, all right, does every girl enjoy it? Be straight up. Do you have a big dick?
I don't know why. I find it very strange to sit on a stream with young 19-year-old men talking about my dick.
So
I
do
find
you have a big dick?
I know that this may be the new modern world and the new modern culture, and this is kind of what everyone does. But I'm uncomfortable with it.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
let's like it's fine. But like, yeah, I've had a bunch of women, whatever. My point is, with your fame, you should be able to invite as many women over as you desire. Why don't you just get them around your house and not be a creep and not be a weirdo?
Okay,
Yeah, but
just
once
get
I
experience.
invite them over, I just get like really, really nervous. Bro. Like they're like girls are like really, really scary, especially if they're like above like a 7. Like I just like I don't know. I just don't really know how to talk to them. And a lot of girls like they don't really have good game too. So like I don't understand when a girl doesn't have game and you have to carry the conversation. Like I have negative riz. Oh my!
Why would a girl have game?
Because she's attracted to you.
Because she's attracted.
Even if she's attracted to you, why would she have game?
So you never had an experience where a girl was feeling you and was all over you? Because that's game.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could get girls who are all over you, but my point is that girls don't have game because the whole point of game is that it's a prerequisite to hooking up with a chick, right? Men have to develop game. You're both sitting here saying you have no game, and you find it scary and nervous to develop game. But the only reason you're going to bother to do it is because you need it as a necessity. Women don't need it as a necessity, so why would they develop game when they don't need it? No woman has game. They don't need game. They need to exist, and then men have to have the game to get them. They're the prize. All this bullshit of a lot of red pill and people say, yeah, I'm the prize, I'm the man, I'm the prize. That's true for men like me, but we're less than 0.1% of the planet. Most of you men are not the prize at all. You are all interchangeable and interexchangeable. A girl can come to your house and fuck you, or she can go to any other fucking 19-year-old's house and get the same weak dick. It doesn't matter to her. So you have to have the game, not her. Why the fuck would she have game?
Yeah, sure. That's actually a really good point.
That's a good point.
So how do I work on my game? Just like going out there, being uncomfortable and stuff like that. Is that just the best way to do it?
She's the value. So you need to test yourself. You should have girls on your house every day, and you should not be a creepy weirdo, and you have no reason to be afraid. What are you afraid of? What do you think is going to happen?
That they're gonna reject me? Or they
It's-
think my dick is small?
Because
Why would you give a shit? Why would you give a shit? If
So
some
what
girl
if
says
what
no?
if his dick gets exposed? He has
Yeah,
a
like,
small dick, uncircumcised chode, something like literally exposed. He's
It's
fucked.
4.5. It's 4.5 small.
I'm not talking about dicks anymore on this.
Okay,
show.
my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. That was
Just making that
uncomfortable.
clear.
My bad.
But, listen, let's say some fucking selfie of your dick came out. Who actually gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true. Actually,
And why would you send her that then? Don't send it to her.
what if she just like takes a picture of it when it's out?
How would that happen? In what scenario do you have your dick out and some chick's running around with a camera and you haven't noticed?
I don't. You're just overthinking, bro.
Oh yeah, sure. My bad,
It's-
sorry. I just
I don't think a girl would do that. Straight up.
yeah, okay, my bad.
I don't think a girl would do that.
Wait, Andrew, I have a question. How do you feel about vaping, like the flavored sticks?
I've talked about this at length. I'm extremely anti-vape.
Oh, really?
Do you vape?
No.
No,
That's a lie.
I don't vape. I actually don't vape. I'm like
me
no
either.
troll. I don't vape.
The reason I'm anti-vape is because I saw a bunch of things in the news saying that vape is hurting people badly and giving them cancer and damaging their lungs and blah blah blah. And tobacco is something. I mean, I smoke tobacco obviously, so it's not just about the fact that it's smoking. It's about nobody understands what's in. Okay, he's vaping. So nobody understands what's in these. What flavor is that, my friend?
It's Splash Ice. It's actually really, really good.
Splash
What?
Lake.
Splash Ice. It's Splash Ice. It's actually really good.
Splash Ice.
Mhm.
Okay, so the reason I would never vape is because I have no idea what chemical combination, what concoction would be required to try and make something taste like Splash Ice. I can't even fathom or name a single chemical that they would put inside of that, and neither can you. No one knows what it is. So, I mean, you're inhaling. I mean, I know I'm inhaling tobacco, but tobacco's been around a long time. We know the effects of tobacco. You could literally be drinking petrol, fuck knows, kerosene. Nobody knows what it is. That's the whole point.
Okay.
That's a really good point.
So you don't think cigarettes are worse? Because obviously you two are both. I don't do anything. I'm not like that. But like you're both hitting a fucking cigarette. Like what? You know what I'm saying? That's probably worse than a vape.
Is it? Why? Where did you get the probability of
Like
probability?
all the commercials and shit.
Is it because of like the tar and stuff?
All right, so when you say probably, you don't know, but my point is that tobacco is a tested product. Tobacco's been around for a long time. We know the results of tobacco. I'm not going to sit here and tell you tobacco's healthy. I'm saying I know what I'm smoking and I know what it does. When you smoke a vape, you don't know what you're smoking and you don't know what it does. What the fuck is Splash Ice? How's that even a flavor? It's not even a flavor. It doesn't even make fucking sense.
You're saying that, but it actually tastes really good. Like if you hit it one time, you'd be addicted.
You didn't say. You know what's actually quite annoying when I speak to you young people. You're very amateur. And when I say amateur is that you don't have a very firm grasp of the human language. When I said Splash Ice isn't even a flavor, your reply is, but it tastes nice. I didn't say it tastes bad. I said it's not even a flavor. Do you understand the difference between those two statements? It may taste fantastic, but the name Splash Ice does not constitute a flavor in your mind. It doesn't make sense. You may be able to imagine broken ice on the floor or ice with water on it, fine. But you cannot imagine a flavor in and of itself. That's why when I'm saying it's not a flavor, it's not a flavor. And your reply is that it tastes good. It tasting good has absolutely nothing to do with anything.
All right. Okay, he's addicted. He's
so
fully addicted.
Let's avoid amateurism for the rest. Let's avoid amateurism for the rest of this broadcast. Please listen very carefully to what I say because I'm very particular with my words. I don't want you to say misunderstand me or reply to things I didn't say. It's a waste of everybody's time.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. How do you feel about smoking weed?
I personally don't smoke weed. I'm anti-weed because I think weed makes people lethargic and lazy. And the number one problem with most people in the world is they're already lethargic and lazy. So why would they amplify their issue?
That's actually a really good point.
Okay, so
I think I'm pretty lazy.
For someone addicted to both, how do they get over it? Because I've 60,000 viewers right now. There's definitely a lot of people who vape in my chat and smoke weed. It's a common thing in this day and age. They're probably most addicted. How do you stop that? Because a lot of people get withdrawals after experiencing one right now. Like, how do they get over it?
From vape? Oh no, that sounds terrible. I'm sure if withdrawals from vape are the most difficult thing you've ever been through in your fucking life, you're going to struggle with them. But like I said earlier on in this broadcast, if you've been through anything substantial and anything significant, then a withdrawal from vape isn't real. You put it down, you stop smoking it. That's how you stop. There's no magic. You put it down, you stop smoking it. I kind of want one, but I won't have it. It's called self-control.
So you could quit. You could quit your cigar whenever.
I quit cigars every time I have a fight. I quit cigars for 8 weeks, and then I start smoking them again. It's normal.
Wait, how did you develop such good self-discipline? Like, was it just how you were raised, or was it the experiences you had? Like, how do you have such good discipline?
It's a life necessity to matter in the old paradigm. That's exactly what I'm saying to you. This is why both of you are spoiled. Both of you are significant people with cultural reach who matter. People know who you are. You have fans. People are always going to listen to what you say. And you've managed to do all of that. And the only self-control and discipline you need to have is to play a video game that you already want to play. That is brand new territory. In the olden world, if you want people to give a shit about who you were and what you said, you had to be very good at doing things you did not want to do. That is the point. That is the exact point I'm making.
So I'm taking it all in right now.
Yeah, this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, no, it's.
I feel like a bitch right now. Andrew, do you think I'm a bitch? Be honest.
I don't know. I think that for your money and income and age, I don't think you're doing what you should be doing. You're the
I'm
most
not actually that rich.
Okay, but your bills are paid, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so at your age, I couldn't even pay my bills, couldn't even eat. So your bills are paid. You're going to have somewhere to sleep, and you have as much energy as you're ever going to have. You're as most virile as you're ever going to be. Now is your chance. You're only going to go downhill from here. You're only going to get older, slower, lazier, more tired, etc. You're at the peak of your life and your bills are paid. I think you could probably be doing more than your life than just playing the video game and going to sleep.
Okay, so how do I become like a top G? Like what? Like, cause could there be multiple top Gs? Or are you the only top G?
No, I'm the only top G, but I can tell you how you become a top G. You can attempt to get close to the top of the mountain. And I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how. You need to be top G. You need to be competent in all areas. And this is what your goal as a man should be as well. My father had a quote, which is an amazing quote. He said, "My unmatched perspicacity." Do you know what perspicacity means?
Wait, hold on. Bro, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Fix me a rakia and sparkling water, please.
Bro,
Oh
what the-
shit, Andrew?
How you doing, bro? Keep her in line, bro. You're doing good. You need to show these two how to get a chick.
Nice to see another one of my kind here.
Well, there's not many of us left, but we got to do what we got to do.
Get on your knees.
Bro, hop,
Whoa, chill.
Bro, what the fuck are you guys
What the
doing?
fuck?
Oh my fucking
the
god,
fuck?
bro. Ignore that, bro. Like, that's just like I literally could get fucking banned for that fucking bullshit, bro.
Yeah, but you know, someone's got to be out here getting the work done. If you two ain't gonna fuck, then someone's got to fuck.
But how does he do that? How does he just command her? Like, how does he just tell her to get on her hands and knees? Like, do you think that girl's getting on her hands and knees?
Oh, for sure.
If I were to do that, you're like, what the fuck did you say to me? And then slap me.
It's because she thinks you're a bitch.
So how
How
do
do you appear as not a bitch though?
No, he
This shit
explained
is
it.
just
He
so
explained
hard.
it. He already explained it. I mean,
That is true. That is true.
I'll tell
It
you,
sucks, man.
tell you a very easy way to not look like a bitch. Not be a bitch.
Life
Why would you want to try and pretend you're not a bitch when you can actually just not be one?
That's a really good point.
Sooner or later, someone's going to test you, right? If you want to act like a tough guy, then someone's going to test you and see if you're really a tough guy or if you're a liar. So you may as well become a tough guy for real, so you ain't got to put on the act and get tested and lose.
okay, so do you think you have an ego? So do I need to develop a healthy ego where I think I'm the shit, so I'm confident, basically what you are? Just confidence.
No, the ego comes based on the back of your competence. When you're competent, we'll go back to the original question you asked me before we were interrupted. What makes a top G? When you're competent, your ego will come automatically because you've proven to yourself and to the world that you're competent in all scenarios. You asked me what a top G was. A top G is my father's quote: "My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor." Do you know what perspicacity means?
No.
No.
The ability to perceive, to be perceptive. Do you know what indefatigability means?
Yes.
No.
The inability to become tired. So the point is, my sheer perspicacity, or my unmatched perspicacity, so the fact that my ability to perceive things, to look around me and to notice things is unmatched, coupled with sheer indefatigability, my ability to never become tired, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. It's a very, very important quote, because what he's saying is, if you can look around and perceive and pay attention and notice things and never become tired and never become lazy and always work hard, you will be a feared opponent in all realms. When you say top G, the reason I call myself top G is because if you name anything, maybe not Fortnite yet, but if you name nearly anything and they tell you you're going to be competing against Tate, people will be intimidated. You're going to go to the racetrack and you got a Lambo and you're racing a guy. Who am I racing? Tate. You're going to be like, You're going to box. You're boxing Tate. You're going to go try and get a girl, but the other guy trying to get the girl is Tate. You're going to, doesn't matter what it is. You named the scenario. If you're up against me, part of you is going to be like, oh, not him. Is there anyone else? That's top G. There's something that comes with it because it's competence in all realms. Both of you only currently have competence in one realm, the digital realm.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't have competence anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's your problem, and that's your fault.
Okay,
So I
so
gotta work on that.
yeah.
All right. I have kind of an off-topic question, but like, do you think that like society has gotten like really soft and everyone is like pussies nowadays? And how can we like revert that if it has gotten soft?
A lot of people, yeah, I agree.
I feel like everyone's gotten like really soft.
Yeah, in certain parts of the world, it certainly has, yeah. But don't worry, the world has balance, and the universe has natural balance, and the universe will fix itself. You can't have a society full of pussies before bad things happen. Bad things are going to come. Maybe not yet. Maybe not this generation. Maybe not your generation. Maybe it'll be your children. But as men grow up scared of chicks, pussies, smoking weed, semi-depressed, playing video games all the time, sooner or later, as society breaks down, because that's what's going to happen without a masculine backbone, as crime gets out of control, as things get crazy, as other countries become more competitive, as America loses its edge as the most prosperous country, things are going to get very, very hard again. And then the only people who are going to survive in the hard times are strong men. I don't know if you've heard that saying, strong men create good times create weak men create hard times create strong men. It's cyclical. This is how it goes. Look at the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
I'm sure neither of you have a clue because you're too busy playing fucking Fortnite.
No, I dropped out of school.
Okay, cool. Well, if you knew anything about history, you'd know that the Roman Empire was the most powerful empire. Everyone was winning. Everything was fine. And then guess what? Life became easy and society became soft. Because that's what happens when life's too easy. When you win all the time and now you have this huge empire, it becomes very much like America is now. You had a bunch of young men your age back then. They weren't playing video games. Fuck knows what they were doing, but they weren't being soldiers. They weren't being strong. They're fucking around until the barbarians turn up and now there's no one to defend the society. Then Rome gets set on fire and the whole place gets ransacked. This is why empires don't last very long. Because at the height of their decadence, they collapse. This is where we are in the West now. We're at the height of our decadence where we have young men who should be strong and battle ready who are not. Many parts of the world are not like this, but the West is. And the empire falls. And when the empire falls, the only people who survive are the strong men, and it goes back again. So it's a circle, cyclical. We're at the end of the cycle. So yes, everyone's a pussy now, but it will not last forever because it's not how humanity functions.
So you think humanity is going to revert to what it was before, a long time ago?
I think no, it's not about reverting to a thing a long time ago. I'm thinking that the Western society now is in the final stage of an empire. Empires are cyclical. No empire lasts forever. The future empire is not going to be America in the West. It's probably going to be China or somewhere else. And you're at the end of the empire, and you are lucky now that you get to live in a scenario where you get to be lazy and you don't have to work very hard. You couldn't do that 50 years ago, and you still couldn't do that now in most places in the world. But you're just in the right place at the right time to do fucking nothing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Fine.
No. I'm being like genuine. Like you're 100% right. We're lucky to be in this, generation where we could dead ass play video games. So I haven't lived my childhood. My whole childhood is, streaming Fortnite and the popularity that I got through streaming. So no, you're 100% right. I haven't built like discipline up by working a 9 to 5, by doing all that stuff, and that's something I probably should do because, like you said, like I need to build up my experiences.
Well, yeah. You're lucky you have a bunch of money. So it'd be a waste of your time to go get a 9 to 5, even though you would learn a bunch in a 9 to 5 because it would teach you to respect the money. But you have a bunch of money. You can put yourself in difficult scenarios with your money. Become a UFC world champion. You have money and you have time. What's your problem? Go get a coach.
Because then I have to stop playing Fortnite. And Fortnite's my career.
Bro, if you played Fortnite 12 hours a day instead of 14 hours a day, I'm sure you'd be fine.
So you think if I trained 2 hours a day, I could become, Jake Paul and just beat all boxers and be the best boxer in the world?
I think you become a better version of yourself than you are currently.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that even if you don't become world champion, you're going to learn a bunch on the way, which is going to be applicable to real life. I think you'd learn a lot about discipline and hard work and motivation and struggle. I think you'd still learn a whole bunch of things. This is what we were saying earlier about video games. Video games are only worthwhile if you manage to pull it off. They're binary. Other things are not. Even if you don't pull it off, you still learn things upon the way. And this is my point I'm making to you guys. I understand you have to play Fortnite. I understand you get paid to play Fortnite. Blah, blah, blah. I get that.
Yeah.
But to pretend you have zero other time in the day to test yourself, I do not agree to that. I think that's a lie. That's a fallacy.
Damn. That's
life-changing.
Yeah, no. You're speaking. What are your thoughts on Jake Paul?
He is a very dedicated young man who is working very, very hard to win his boxing matches.
Would you beat his ass?
I know I'd beat his ass. Now, I think he's very, very clever with his marketing when he comes along and says, I'm just a YouTuber, because he's not just a YouTuber. He's a young man who's dedicated with the best coaches in the world, with money, with time, just like you two, but he's not a little pussy. He's not playing fucking video games.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Listen. Jake Paul doesn't have to fight, right? He's doing it to test himself because he understands the masculine imperative to put yourself into the fire and come out forged. This is the point. He has money. He could just make fucking YouTube videos and do nothing. He's decided to fight, which I respect because it's a very difficult thing to do. He understands what he's doing and it's very difficult. And he has the best coaches in the world, the best trainers in the world. He's putting it all on the line. His ego, his pride, everything in front of everybody. Yep. So he's a very dedicated person. He's not just a YouTuber. He is a boxer. And he's a competent boxer. So Jake Paul's actually someone that you two should both be looking up to. He's aspirational for you two. He was a YouTuber, had a bunch of money, could have just fucking carried on being a jackass. Instead, decided, you know what? If I'm going to be something of merit, I'm going to have to go through something difficult. So he put himself through something difficult, and he does it on purpose every single day. Yeah. So Jake Paul's a perfect role model for both of you.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Become a boxer.
Say again?
Let me ask you.
Do you think I should become?
No.
Clix, shut the fuck up. Do you think I should become a boxer then?
I think you should train boxing.
Okay, I'll do that actually.
Here.
Right after the stream.
Yeah, we can definitely. Here, let me actually tell you something. Do you know who Speed is? I Show Speed. No. Okay, so he's like, he's a YouTube sensation. He's very, very big. Probably one of the biggest YouTubers right now doing it different. I got offered when I'm 18 my chat doesn't even know this, nobody knows this. I got offered to box him right when I turned 18. Because we're both 17, we're both, way. And I'm gonna be honest, I was very, I low-key told, Keemstar, he offered me. And I low-key told him, dude, I don't know, he'd low-key beat my ass. Should I go back and, message him, because I still have 7 months before I turn 18.
Why are you so sure he'd beat your ass?
He's big.
You haven't even trained though. You don't know what your capabilities are.
All right, you want to be honest? I care what other people think. I asked all my friends and be like, bro, you get fucked up, bro. Don't even do that. You get embarrassed, bro. They would fuck you up. And I'm like, dude, fuck. And then it's just, fucks my. I'm already insecure about fighting because when I low-key got bullied when I was a little kid. So now when all my friends say that, I'm just all over the place.
Exactly. So you're just proving my point completely. Yep. Pressure, nervous, scared. Completely understand that. However, if you were a man, you'd feel all those things and do it anyway. I'm not saying don't be afraid. I'm saying be afraid and do it anyway. It's different.
So I should do it for an experience.
Stop being a pussy, bro.
What's the worst that can happen? Who gives a shit? You lose.
I get fucking knocked out. I'm an embarrassment. All these people are on my dick saying you got fucked up by Speed.
Then don't lose.
Dude, if you want, I'll fight him for you, bro. I'll fuck him up.
Nah, I should.
So
But if he's already bigger than me, he's gonna train with the best of the best. I'm also gonna be training with the best of the best.
okay, so what's the problem?
I just need to get an ego. I just need to think I'm the shit. You're right.
No, it's not the ego. No, it's not about that. You can train harder than you believe he's training. Train as hard as you possibly can. Get in there, and whether you win or lose, you're still a winner in my eyes. It's not about winning and losing. You're still thinking of it in the paradigm of I need to win. I'm saying that you're worried too much about what's going to happen afterwards. I'm saying you'll learn everything you need to learn in the journey up into that ring. That's where you're going to learn most about life, whether you win or lose. Winning or losing isn't actually as important as going through it to get in there.
So how could I balance my career with this upcoming stuff that I could get myself into? Is there a way where I could still be winning tournaments, practicing, doing my hours, like with all these contracts, and still train to become the best? You get what I'm saying here?
I can't sit here and pretend I know the ins and outs of professional video game playing, but I can also sit here as a professional and say that I don't believe that you have absolutely 0 minutes in the day. When I was training to become a world champion kickboxer, I had a normal job too, because I had to pay the bills, right? So I was working 10 hours a day as a job, and I was also training for 4 hours a day. It's all about dedication. It's all about whether you want it or not. If you're going to sit here and say, I don't have a single spare second in the day, literally I have to play Fortnite while I piss, then if that's the truth, then that's the truth. But I don't know the ins and outs of your life. My point is, I'm sure if you were to go to Energy and say, look, I'm going to stream for 10 hours a day instead of 4, because I'm going to box this guy called Speed, and I think it's going to be good for the team, and I'll wear an Energy t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they'd probably get behind you because it's good for promotion and good for the brand.
Yeah.
You go to the gym, and you could train, and you could fight. Would you guaranteed win? No. Because if you were guaranteed to win, it would take no bravery to do. If you're guaranteed to win, there's no bravery involved. The fact that it could go wrong is why it's a brave action in and of itself. And doing brave actions is going to teach you about yourself. If you're going to go through life and never take anything unless it's a guaranteed win, well, then you're going to have a difficult life. You're going to struggle with life. That's the reason you won't go up to a bitch, because you're scared she's going to say no. You only go up to a girl who guaranteed would say yes to you. That's why you're complaining that girls don't have game. You want girls to come up to you and say, I'm very interested in you. Please talk to me. It's never going to fucking happen. It's not real.
Look, he's spinning right now. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I just feel like a bitch.
Yeah, I low-key feel like a bitch.
Well, you got to stop caring about the win and the loss.
I just can't give a fuck what people think. If I lose, I lose. You know what I'm saying? If I win, I win, right?
And the people who make fun of you for losing are people who'd never get in there themselves.
That is true. That's actually
that's
a really
true.
good point. That's a really good point.
So who gives a shit, right? You care too much about the opinions of others. And once again, this is about the new mental model and the way the world works. It's a brand new world we live in. At your age, I didn't know millions of people didn't know my life. Millions of people they didn't spy on what I did. Millions of people didn't comment on my things. Like I knew like 5 people I spoke to. You're really concerned about taking certain actions because the whole world can mock you. The whole world can make you a hero as well by inverse. So there is a positive aspect. But the fact is, this is a brand new mental model. This is all brand new. So, but yeah, you're gonna have to just accept it. That's just the world you've made. That's the career you have. That's why you pay the bills. Congratulations. But that doesn't mean you can't go. You have to go through life now and take absolutely 0 risk because you're scared of getting made fun of.
So no, you're right. So fuck it. I fight up when I'm 18. I should tell him yeah.
Yeah, you have to, bro. You have to. If you pussy out now,
All right, be honest. Be honest.
Not really.
Top G. What do you watch the fight?
I mean, I'm a busy man. I mean, maybe it'll be shit. Like it'll be 2 amateurs swinging. Maybe.
Would you root for me?
I mean, I'd love for you to win. Of course, I'd love for you to win. I mean, if you were to lose,
I know we just met, but you know, I do feel a connection.
Yeah, I'd love for you to win, but if I'm chilling, you know, in my house doing whatever, and someone walks in and says he just got knocked out cold, I'm going to be like, oh well, I'm not going to give a shit. So cool.
No,
welcome to the real world. Get up.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll go again.
All right. This is going to be another question that's a little bit off topic, but a lot of my chat wants to hear it because, you know, they're all, like I said, all teenagers that want to aspire to have a lot of money and etc. So how hard was it making your first million? Because you know what they say, like after you make your first million, you keep on going up. From experience as well, like making my first million was very, very difficult. And now it's just smooth sail because I already have everything set up. So how did you make your first million and what was stuff that, you know, boundaried you to actually go for it?
Making your first million is certainly the hardest, and making money after that is absolutely easier. That's true because you're usually onto a winning thing by then. Mm-hmm. Making money in the world of the internet is 100,000 times easier than it was before the internet.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. Take the internet away. How do you get rich?
Nothing. If I'm going to be 100% nothing.
I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what the fuck to do, right?
Right,
you're going to need to start a business, And this is the thing about the old world, right? To start a business, you need to be good with people. You need to meet a bunch of people. You have to be confident, men and women. You need to look good, wear a suit. Now you need a building. That's expensive. You got to pay rent, pay taxes on that building. Now you got to get customers without the internet somehow. People got to turn up. Then you got to provide a service or a product at a better price than your competitors are. And then you only have a small margin. Then you have to pay taxes. Like before the internet, making money or becoming a millionaire was so difficult. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the internet has given massive opportunities, created a massive hole in the matrix where people who have nothing and started with nothing can become very, very rich. You're now rich from video games, right? I made a bunch of money, lots of different ways, but I also lived in the world before the internet. So I learned a bunch of real world skills and real world business skills that you needed before the internet existed. So the world was different back then. But I made my first $1 million with I had webcam girls. I had girls sitting on the internet talking to guys, and they worked for my business. I started a business. I got a big house. I got a bunch of hot women to sit there and talk on laptops to a bunch of Fortnite streamers and Twitch dorks, and they sent them all a bunch of money, and I made my first couple million with that. But
so how much money do you actually have? Because I feel like you're like, I don't want to be an asshole, like in the most respectful way possible. I feel like you're actually like kind of broke.
why?
I don't know. I just feel like you try to give off the impression that you have a lot of money, but like in reality, like you don't actually have that much money. Like I feel like Clix probably has more money than you.
So I don't know how much Clix gets paid. But why would you assume that I try and give off the impression I have lots of money, and what do I do that makes you think I am broke?
I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like you always try to like show your money and stuff like that. And I feel like you're actually like broke. Like how much money do you actually have?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer, right? Because it depends if you're talking about liquid money or assets. It depends if you're talking about net worth. I own companies. How much is the company worth? It's not as simple as just how much money do you have. When you actually achieve true wealth, you don't just leave money sitting in a bank account. So it's a difficult question to answer. And I don't know how much money Clix has. I'll be honest with you. I don't follow this world. I don't have a fucking clue how much money you have. But the more you have, the worse, because then you really have no excuse to not be doing the things I'm saying. So if Clix wants to go first, I mean, how much money do you make for playing Fortnite?
We're talking yearly?
Yeah.
You know, a couple M's. But
Good.
like good money, you know what I'm saying? You know, I never say how much money I make a year, so it's like my chat thinks I'm broke as fuck. So when I say this, they're gonna think I have money.
You definitely do have money.
Yeah, all right, a couple M's a year. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Yeah, how many businesses do you have?
So I just find it interesting that we talked earlier about perspicacity and how important it is to perceive things, right? Then he sits here and says he thinks I'm broke. Well, I have 27 cars with a combined value of over $25 million. I have a Bugatti Chiron, which is $5.8 million. I have a private plane. I have a boat. So you can look at things that are just
that's
on
100 mil. That's 100 mil off the bat.
Exactly. Those are things that are just on my Instagram page. Before you talk about my property.
Are those all yours?
Yeah, of course. Whose else are they going to be?
Okay. No, like rental, etc. Like, you know, everyone has questions.
You can't rent cars in Romania. Like, there's no supercar rental. Okay. All of my cars have my custom number plate on them. I'm driving the same cars every day. You can't even rent a Bugatti Chiron anywhere in the world. There's only 50 in the world. I own one. Like, all these things are mine. So to sit there that he lacks perspicacity to a level where he's going to say to a guy who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, I don't think you have any money, just shows that you don't even live in the real world, my friend. And I'm not
in the real world.
Well, then you're not very perceptive.
I don't even know what that word means.
Okay, cool. Well, then you prove my point. And that's your problem, not mine. I don't give a shit, right? But my point is, yeah, I have some money. I'm successful, but I'm also 35 years old. I'm not going to sit here and compare myself to you two, because at your age, I had nothing. So at your age, you're both destroying me. I didn't have any money till I was 25, 26. I didn't have nothing. So you're ahead of me in terms of like for like comparison. But also when I was your age, the internet wasn't a thing. So all I could do was work in a fucking bullshit store. There's no way to make money, right? So it's not the exact same world. But to sit and say I'm kind of broke, I mean that's up to you if you want to go along. If you had any, no, it's fine.
I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, Mr. Andrew, I could tell you're rich. Like I could tell you're very wealthy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It doesn't bother me at all. You have a lack of perception. If you were to pay a little bit more attention, you'd understand things. I don't know how much research you've done into me, but also I run a school that teaches 18 modern wealth creation methods. I have a school called Hustlers University on my website, cobratate.com. And that teaches people how to make money online specifically. And we do that specifically because the modern educational system doesn't teach anything that's valuable. So we've launched our own college to compete with traditional college. Because people always used to say to me, I don't want to go to college, it's a waste of time. I know that, but I don't know what else to do. So I created HU. So HU is $49 a month. We have over 100,000 students. So that's $5 million a month right there. So to sit here and say I have no money, it's just asinine. It shows you haven't done. You've done any research.
Going back to another question, if I were to buy your course or your college that you just basically said for $49.99 a month, am I gonna benefit? Like what would I expect if I joined the
What
Discord?
is Hudson University all about, and why'd you start it?
So there's 18 modern wealth creation methods. You can go to CobraTate.com, you can sign up, and you can learn everything about it from there. You're already making a bunch of money playing Fortnite. So you're already making a bunch of money online.
You know, Fortnite.
Whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
you're making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Could you make more money using Hustlers University? Of course you could, because you can go in the different sections in there and you have something. When you start the university, what we do is we have to understand your assets, right? So when you first join HU, there's a questionnaire and it asks you, do you have a lot of money? Do you have a lot of time? Do you have a lot of influence? Do you have a lot of attention, etc.? And you have to answer all these questions for a good 20 minutes to try and build a profile of who you are and what your scenario is. So you currently have a lot of money and you can turn your money into more money.
Yeah.
You're low on time. You don't have much time, but that's fine because you also have a lot of attention, a lot of influence. You can turn attention and influence into money. So with your money and with your attention, with your influence, easily, you could be making an extra $1 or $2 million a month easily because you can talk to people. You can stand up in front of people and say, this is good, buy this. Or you can stand up in front of people and say, this is good, join this. You can do things, right?
Yeah.
And also you have a whole bunch of money that if you knew how to cleverly multiply, if you knew how to invest significantly, then you could turn your money into more money. So there's a lot of ways you could make money in your scenario. Then there's people who have no money, no influence, but they have all the time in the world because they're nobodies, they're jackasses, right? Well, then we teach you how to turn time into money. So this is all inside of Hustlers University. You can learn on CobraTate.com. It all signs up. But the fact that, we're only talking about this because we asked about my wealth.
Yeah, no, you're good. Go for it.
No, but we can continue to go into it deeper, right? So if I have 100,000 students at $49 a month, which is $5 million a month turnover, that is $60 million a year. And then the way you measure the value of a company is you put a multiplier on it. A tech company, an educational tech company purely online would probably get an 8 or a 9 times multiplier. So if you have a $60 million turnover company with an 8-time multiplier, I mean, you're looking at a $500 million company that I own. So, and that's one of 7 companies. So this is why I'm saying it's very difficult when people come and say, how much money do you have? And you could easily do the paperwork to say I'm worth $1 billion. You can do the paperwork to say I'm only worth $250 million. It doesn't matter. The point is I can buy anything I want all the time. I have everything I want all of the time.
So what do you consider yourself spoiled as well?
No, I would not consider myself spoiled.
You worked for it.
You're spoiled. I'm not spoiled.
Okay.
Bro, you are a bitch. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm not fucking spoiled. I play 14 hours of fucking Fortnite every single day. I have fucking hate. I have to deal with all the hate. I have to be able to rotate literally first fucking moving, 0 fucking math, get 70 fucking surge, actually get it into the fucking zone, get a certain amount of points, get first in the tournament. When I get first in the tournament, my contract goes up. The salary goes up, boom, better. If I don't do good, my money goes down. I lose more money.
You're wearing a Fortnite shirt.
You're spoiled because you're children with more money than you should have, and you're earning it in the best possible way possible. That makes you spoiled.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not saying it's not difficult.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's not.
Yep.
I'm saying that you're earning money in the way that everyone wishes they could earn money,
Yep.
and you're doing it at a very young age, and you're earning a lot of money. You are spoiled.
All right, that's low-key true. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not gonna defend myself. You're right. I'll be honest.
You should defend yourself. I'm not gonna lie though.
No,
me
'cause-
personally, I'm not letting anyone speak to me like that.
No.
That's just me, though.
He's. I mean, I never worked a
Well,
job.
You're even worse because at least he's richer than you, bro. You're doing the same shit, and you're a brokey.
I'm not a brokey. I probably have more money than you.
There's no way.
I'm just young. You give me time, I'm gonna get into boxing shit. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of some people, and then I'm gonna make my own Hustlers University. I'm gonna be a billionaire by the time I'm your age.
You're broke as fuck.
Billionaire.
I'm gonna have to
I
do
am
it.
broke. I ain't gonna be broke.
That's why I put brokey here. This is brokey. It's to represent our friend here on the left. This is it.
Yo, personally, me, I'll not take that.
I ain't gonna let you speak to me like that. And be honest. Be completely honest.
I'm not
Do
gonna
you
let you
think-
speak to me like that. I'm not gonna let you speak. Bro, listen. Clix would
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
fuck you up at
I would
Fortnite.
fuck you up. I would literally.
No one's fucking.
Now, Andrew, you wanna know what? He hasn't won a tournament. He hasn't won a tournament in 3 years. I won one yesterday. I won a tournament yesterday.
I don't give a fuck
No,
about
I'm
a
not
fucking
agreeing
tournament.
with
You ain't
Andrew.
gonna do
I'm not
fucking
agreeing with
shit in
Andrew.
real
You're a
life,
fucking
dog.
bitch. You didn't qualify for fucking
You're a
FNCF.
fucking bitch.
You didn't qualify for FNCF. Who's in grands? Who's in grands? Who's not?
Doesn't matter who's a bitch. You're still a bitch, bro.
Clix
Sorry.
would fuck you up at Fortnite, and he obviously that's why he gets paid more than you, and that's why you're a brokey.
Yep.
Just saying.
I'm not a brokey, bro. Stop calling me that.
Sorry, you're the brokey of the chat.
Thank you. No, you're right. Thank you. Someone had to agree with me. I just couldn't stand up for
I'm
myself.
not gonna lie. Andrew Tate, would you box me? Be completely honest. Like, do you think I would have a shot against you?
Take off the shirt. Take off the shirt.
Absolutely 0% chance. Oh my god.
Do you think I'd have a shot against you?
I'll tell you what would make a really good Twitch stream. You fly here. You fly
I'll
here.
let-
Economy. Don't waste all your money.
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Listen. First of all, don't make those dumbass fucking remarks. I'm not a bitch. All right. I'm flying first fucking class. I might fly my private jet. Matter of fact. Continue.
Okay. If you want to fly first class, get an after. It's no problem. You can come here and we'll Twitch stream. You and I have a boxing match, and
I'll actually take you up on that offer. You give me like 2 months of training, take some steroids and shit. Game day, baby. Game day.
So what is it? It's Friday, the 22nd of July. So on the 22nd of August, when your ass doesn't turn up, can the internet never forgets, guys? So can everyone on the internet please screenshot this, screen record it, etc. Start reminding him in September because there's no fucking way he's coming to his ass.
I'll fucking be there. On my life, I'll be there.
I'm gonna be
Where you
honest.
at?
Like, I'm gonna have to go, Andrew. You're dead.
No, I'm. The fuck?
No, like I know, like I know, I knew you for a long time.
22nd. I'm marked in my calendar. I'll be there.
All right, September's 22nd. We'll box. I'm waiting for you.
September 20. All right. So I gotta come to you.
Of course you do.
So you just got bitched.
I'm not. Listen, Clix, you're the biggest bitch here, bro.
He's richer than you though.
I'm richer,
Doesn't matter.
stronger, more bitches, bitches, I should say. Okay, wait.
Never
This is
even
actually a
bitched a
good.
girl.
Okay, this is actually a question to get into. Andrew, do you know what e-sex is?
I can
E-kiss.
guess. I can guess.
So basically it's internet sex, and I'm actually involved with a cord that is mainly about e-girls, e-dating, e-sex, e-kiss, and it's basically all about, you join a Discord channel, that's the bed. It's basically an online Discord world where, you know, it's basically in real life. So I'm involved with that. Like, I had e-sex multiple times. Like, I didn't lose my virginity, but I lost my e-virginity. You get what I'm saying? So that's basically.
This is the guy who just made fun of me, Andrew. Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah.
Call him a bitch. Call him a bitch. Talk to him, Andrew. Let's go.
All right. I mean, I don't think losing your e-virginity is a real thing.
Well, yeah, maybe in your world, but you know, our world, we all have e-sex.
Why?
I've had e-sex before.
Well,
so
it's just because it's
a lot better than what you would think.
Yeah. Because why would I waste my energy to, you know, actually have sex with an actual girl, put in the effort, you know, to get her to my house, rather than you could join a room that's basically Clix's bed, continue, you know, do the, you know what I'm saying, just not use your physical energy. It's more a mental game, and that's how you practice.
Okay, and do you want to have e-sex forever, or do you want to have real sex?
No,
one day?
I'll have real sex, but I'm just waiting till I'm 18.
Why?
Well, because like,
Okay, let's say you're 18. What's going to change? You're going to start going up to girls, or you're going to stay a pussy?
I'm gonna start going up to girls.
Bro, take the.
If you want me to get a girl on stream right now, I could get a girl on stream. And
Get a girl on
then.
stream. Get a girl on stream.
1 second, guys.
Let's go. He's capping out of his ass. He's not getting any girls. He's capping out of his ass. All right, Andrew Tate, be completely honest. Do you think he's a bitch? Let's talk shit about him. Who do you think's more of a bitch, me or Clix?
It's hard to say, bro. It's kind of like it's a race to the bottom, you know?
1 second.
Oh,
Race to the bottom. What does that mean?
I mean, you know, it's just like just trying to choose. Imagine you're walking through the forest, and you're walking, and your boots accidentally kick up some mud, and you see two worms on the floor, and they're both slithering around on the floor. And someone said, "Which worm is a better worm than the other worm?" And you're kind of looking at them both, just going,
Listen, I'm gonna erase that from my memory and pretend you didn't just call me a fucking worm. All right?
"You are a worm."
No, motherfucker, you're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm just gonna erase that from my memory because when we box, I don't want to remember that. Otherwise, you're really gonna get hurt bad.
You are a worm, and there is 0% chance you arrive here on the 22nd of September.
But just watch it. Just watch it.
You are a worm.
I don't want you to get yourself hurt.
You, sir, are a worm. And as I kicked up the mud and I saw these two worms slithering around on the floor, and I was asked which worm is a better worm than the other worm, I was just very pertinently aware of how easily I could crush both. I could just step and just end both of their little insignificant lives. But I'm a kind lord. Instead, I decided to continue to walk. And maybe the two worms sat there talking worm language about e-dates and e-sex and all this worm shit that worms do. But it's not in my world. It's not in my understanding of how reality functions.
All right, wait, real quick. I don't know what combo you guys just had, but if I have a girl on here, could you actually help me?
He just called me a bitch.
She's five.
She's a worm.
You now that I think about it, you do look like a fucking worm.
He called you a fucking worm too, motherfucker.
No, he didn't.
Don't act like you're in the fucking clear.
Andrew just
tell
wouldn't
what
talk.
you just said.
He wouldn't talk to me like that.
He called you a worm.
He wouldn't
said
talk
you
to me
were
like
a
that.
bitch.
He wouldn't
said
say
you were a
that.
bitch.
He wouldn't talk to me like that.
Me and Clix are close. Once you get past a certain level of money,
I know for a fact you're not switching up.
We don't talk to the broke, dude. I'm gonna keep it real, Bucky. You need to.
Billionaires don't talk to each other like
Billionaires
that.
don't talk to each other.
money thing.
Yeah, it's you know.
Wow. I cannot believe this just got turned on me.
No,
after
I'm
you
just
called
being
you a
honest.
worm.
Like for real.
So where's this chick at?
Unbelievable.
She's wait. She's coming in 10 minutes. Is that good, Andrew?
Where's she from?
You know, she's from, you know what New Jersey is?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so
What's that supposed to mean?
Show.
no, so she's basically a TikTok star. She'll pull up and like she basically does TikTok and dances and stuff. And then you know she's one of my close friends, but I'm gonna be honest, I've been in the friend zone. So I'm like, yeah. She'll pull up and
You
like
said to her, "I want to sleep with you."
I never said that to a girl before.
Why?
So what is she gonna say?
Yes or no?
Should I ask her when she comes?
Fuck yeah, yeah. Just don't waste your time, G.
That's good advice. But I know he's gonna pussy out.
No,
What
no,
are the
no.
chances he actually does that?
We're gonna sit there and be your friend for what? Just sit there and go, "Oh, it's okay, we're friends," and
You
just
don't-
waste you.
You don't think I could have a friend that's a girl?
Fucking her, G. Some other guy's gonna be fucking her, and you're gonna sit around just being her friend like a pussy. No, say, "Listen, I think you're beautiful. We should be together." And if she goes no, then say, "Cool." Then don't talk to her anymore. If she says yes, then get your dick wet. Easy. Both either you save time or you get laid. What's the problem?
I have a question. Do you think guys and girls can be friends? Like
No.
just friends?
No,
Why not?
because guys and girls being friends is basically just a bunch of worms who are too scared to tell the pussy they want to fuck her, sitting in the friend zone, doing bullshit for her without even getting any sex in return, being abused and used for their attention. And that's all the friend zone. That's all the male-female dynamic of friendship really is. The chick knows the guy likes her. She just fucking takes the attention for free because she doesn't give him no pussy out. And the guy's too scared to say anything about it. So that's why I have no female friends. There's girls who I sleep with. There's girls who I want to sleep with, who I'm getting to know. There's girls who know I want to sleep with them, who aren't interested, who don't talk to me. That's fine. I don't have any female friends, not a single fucking one. And Clix here is about to lose his female friend. He's either going to lose his friend or gain a girlfriend because we ain't playing no more games.
Okay, so if she, fuck, dude. Like I know I'm actually tweaking the fuck out. If she, no, like I'm like actually nervous as fuck. Tate, I'm like, it sounds cringe as fuck, but I have butterflies in my stomach right now because she's about it. She's gonna be here soon, and I'm scared as fuck.
Scared of what?
So I'm just gonna say, do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Scared as what? Because if she says no, you get no pussy, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to change my shirt? Should I change my shirt?
No. But you ain't getting no pussy anyway. So what are you worried about?
Okay, you're right. Because if she says no, then it's just adding fucking another girl that said no to the list.
Cool, who cares? If she says no, you ain't gonna talk to her anymore. You ain't gonna waste your time with this bullshit friend game. You ain't gonna waste any more worm
Yeah,
time.
but like I like her as a friend, and I like you know she asked me for guy advice. I give her guy. What?
What
You
the
just sound
fuck
like
are
a
you talking about?
fucking bitch.
No, I'm being like,
How are you gonna let him get away with saying some shit like that, Andrew?
Like, what do you mean? You help her with guy?
like no, like she you know
Pussy
she.
shit.
She like messaged me, yeah, I'm talking to this guy and like I'm really nervous. Like, what do I respond with this? And then I respond like, oh yeah, you should probably say this because you probably feel a certain way. And I'm gonna be honest, I caught feelings for her and like it, she did have sex with a couple people and shit, and that shit hurt. But you're
her friend.
yeah, because I don't want to break a friendship just because I want to have a sexual intercourse with her.
Bro.
Wow.
Don't know what to say.
Andrew, don't let that shit slide.
I'm
Come on,
dumbfounded.
Andrew.
We're gonna end this. We're gonna end this shit right here. We're gonna tell her.
Okay, all right. She's coming. How far? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I'm just gonna end this shit right here. And I'm just gonna tell her.
You do it like a G. You
Like
can't
a
do it
G.
like a pussy. Here's what you're gonna do. You're sitting down and say, look, knowing you a long time, all these other guys been messing you around. I think it's about time you did something serious. You and I are gonna be a great team. We're not just friends. Obviously, we like each other. So you're staying with me tonight. And she's going to say either, yes, I agree, or she's going to say, no, I don't want to. If she says, no, I don't want to, say, all right, cool, no problem. The door is over there. Bye.
But then she's like, oh, so you only want me to sleep with me?
Yes, right, correct. I don't have any more time to waste texting you while you're fucking some other dude. I got to prepare for my boxing match, so I'm not a worm anymore. You're not wasting any more time on these fucking chicks. I thought you had no time to train, but you got all the time in the world to message some bitch fucking some other guy. Unbelievable. Fucking total waste of time. Talk about wasting time.
Hassan wants to join the call. Do you know who Hassan is?
No.
He's like a political Twitch streamer.
Cool.
Do you want me to add him to the call?
I don't give a fuck. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think I've seen Hassan stream. I think.
Yeah, do you want me to add him to the call?
Chat, yes?
You guys can have a little bit of a political debate.
Before my girlfriend comes on? My chat said, they're saying, please, oh God, no. My girl spam me, yes. 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 Okay, let's just get him on for 5 minutes. Let's just get him on for 5 minutes, and because I don't know what he's gonna say. But matter of fact, here, let me. I actually have someone too that can join.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this on.
No, but real shit. When the girl comes on, could you guys actually like just focus up on this? Because I actually.
Oh. Bucky, Clix.
What's good, Tommy? How you doing,
What's
man?
good, Tommy?
Doing good. Andrew, how we doing, buddy?
I'm not bad, sir. You?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm in the airport. I was gonna take my shirt off so I could step up to you, but
Take your shirt off right now.
I can't do it, dude. I'm in the airport. I don't want to get.
Where are you flying?
I'm going home. I'm in New York City right now. I'm going back to Oregon.
Unfortunate.
So yeah. So Andrew, he's a big fan of you.
He's a pro. He's the oldest pro Fortnite player.
I am the oldest pro Fortnite player, indeed. And dude, I have nothing personal against you, Andrew, but
He
like
thinks you're a bitch, though.
some of your philosophy, I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're a water boy.
Don't switch up.
Water boy for patriarchy and capitalism and whatnot, right? And sort of regressive ideas about manhood, and which is why the teenage audience like consumes it so much. You know, you got these young boys that are like grappling with feelings of powerlessness, and you come in and offer them like the ultimate machismo ideas of like how to be a man, but you're so off base, bro. It's like it's tragic, really.
So you think that I am inspiring the youth of today, the masculine youth of today, to become men, and you think that's a negative thing? Why? Why?
No, I don't. I don't think you're inspiring them to become men, because like real men are in touch with their emotions and their vulnerability and don't need to be like wielding and taking power. Real men are self-aware, and you come in offering them like somebody that they can follow, where you want to be like the savior, the guy, the badass.
If you're a man who's in touch with his strength and his masculine power, why does that mean you're not capable of reflecting inwards and being self-aware? They're not mutually exclusive.
Well, apparently for you they are, though, because on the one hand you talk about how you made your first million while exploiting women on webcams.
Incorrect.
And then you post on the Instagram post about how you and your brother are going to bring purity back to women. So yeah, you absolutely lack self-awareness, because you yourself admit you made your initial money on sort of like you profited off the supposed impurity of women around sex.
All right. So first thing, the word exploiting is an incorrect use of language, because I've never exploited anyone in my life.
Well, let me ask you this. When you made your first million with the women in the webcams, how many of the women who were on those webcams earning for you, how many of them are millionaires now?
The ones who made millions are also millionaires. It was 50%. It was 50.
You know what I'm saying?
I would argue the point here, sir. I would argue the point here that when a girl worked for me, it was 50-50. If you work for nearly any other business in the world, you do not get 50% of the takings. If you go work at McDonald's and you ring up a register for an hour, you do not get 50% of that register. So that is a lie. Most companies pay you less than 1%. So to sit here and say that I was exploiting people is absolute fallacy. So that's the first thing.
It's like